two actually going to be able to make it. It is, of course, this Mega Man coming out for TriM versus the Steve from Crêpe Salée. And we're starting off explosive, GP.
We certainly are, and I mean, I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. Interesting to see that the metal blade actually bounces off the blocks and just kind of falls to the floor. I mean, these are the interactions I'm interested to see, because they're not ones I actually have ever witnessed before.
Yeah, it's one of those like annoying things where like it can sort of hit the blocks and damage them, but can't actually, you know, sort of go sort of through them or sort of like just destroy them outright. Which is, you know, a little bit interesting. But you see actually there, what we talked about earlier, where that forward air obviously just going to be able to sort of cover that full sort of pillar that is like the very sort of bread and butter kind of setup for Steve's trying to keep someone away.
Yeah. And you see TriM playing a very patient game here. Gonna hit him, gonna hit the like the Steve back throw on the block thing on the Steve itself. That's, I can't lie, that's quite cathartic.
It really is, yeah. And obviously, like, now, again, it's kind of talks so much about sort of that Mega Man could do quite well, but the Crêpe Salée definitely just hanging on there, trying to go for that forward smash there. Of course, it's quicker when it's the gold tools, but, you know, TriM still firing away, just trying to get something started.
Yeah. And see, this is the kind of situation where Mega Man does, in fact, thrive a lot. Because you've got a stock lead here, and you can just kind of go, right, well, I'm just going to annoy the hell out of you. And now I'm beginning to see why the matchup might actually be considered decent for Mega Man. Because how are you supposed to mine when you keep getting hit in the face with a lemon?
Exactly. It can be very, very annoying.
Like, these are not ideal working conditions for a miner.
It does go off stage, and oh my god,
goes all the way down there, Jesus.
Yeah, making sure that this Mega Man was absolutely dead.
Oh my god, that DI! That was. Oh no, I've got homework due, DI. Jesus.
Yeah, and now TriM again holding on to a pretty strong lead here. Still got that second stock all to play for. Crêpe Salée got to try and get something going here, but again, like this is what we're saying. Like, yo, the fact that sort of Mega Man could even sort of, even punish kind of when, Steve is hiding behind that pillar setup by throwing that metal blade diagonally downwards. It's huge.
Yeah, it's doing a great deal of work here for TriM. And not only that, but I don't think Crêpe Salée's been allowed to do a single minecart high at once. Like, every time he's tried to do it, like, TriM's either done a up air or like a back, or he's hit him for it.
Oh, you can see, again, just trying to get those materials going because, TriM has not been giving Crêpe Salée many opportunities to actually get, more material.
Blows up the minecart immediately. That's fun. That's amazing, mate. TriM is so good. Like, I'm not supposed to like try and keep it relatively professional, but this guy is so cracked at the game. Like, look at how he's seeing every option and going, no, you don't get to do this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's so good at just being able to shut down options. And oh, Crêpe Salée, you are caught slacking there, unfortunately.
My lord, he has literally just said, I'm tired of letting other people play the game. I want this to be a single-player game.
Yeah, I mean, that was, again, just TriM, but just holding such strong advantage throughout all of that. Just literally, as you said, being able to just, shut down whatever Crêpe Salée wanted to do. Like, you're mining? No, I'm there. I can still damage you. You're setting up these pillars? No, I've got tools to get through that. Oh, you want to go for minecart? No, here's a crash bomber. Literally anything that Crêpe Salée wanted to do.
It was so peak. Every time he tried to do anything, it was immediately countered. It's like when you do when I'm doing a coaching session, I have to actively stop myself from doing it because I'll tell the guy I'm teaching, oh yeah, you've got this habit, do less of this and replace it with jumping at a disadvantage instead. And then I start punishing the thing I've told him to do. That's what it looked like. It's like, yeah, everything you try and do, I'm ready to punish it.
And even there, like, using the crash bomber actually just to push the TNT closer to Crêpe Salée. Just kind of sort of even sort of kind of what's the word? Sort of pressure him even when he's at distance.
Yeah, and like as we've said, like he's just shutting down every minecart. It's ridiculous. And that being said, though, Crêpe Salée's done a good job here. Managed to get Diamond extremely early. So, you know, Trim's got to be very careful about working around that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to say this is where it now plays a very dangerous game where all of these moves are going to be hitting a lot harder than they ever were before. And even like that forward air there, the forward smash, you've got to be especially careful of that one.
Oh, absolutely. And you see, funnily enough, I was actually looking at the Steve short hop, and I had to wonder, like, is it possible that he can't actually short hop over Mega Man's forward smash? Looks like he just about is able to, but obviously Steve, this man, you know, he cannot jump. This man does not play basketball.
But one thing he can absolutely do is send that minecart firing away at TriM and take that stock away. And now, of course, you know, this we're seeing like crêpe salée holding on a bit of fire in his step as he is taking a bit of control in this game compared to the previous one.
A good timing mix up there from crêpe salée. They just kind of make it a little bit tougher for TriM to really chase him down.
And again, I love sort of just use of that forward air again, just to break through that pillar setup that every Steve does go for. And again, using these forward airs more as well, just an aggressive option. And even there, just chasing him down, saying, you know what, I got a third one in me.
Bro, that chase was so good because any normal mortal human being would have just tried to up air him because he's a puppy. He's gone, no, actually, I need to kill him like now. Let me chase this. Let me chase it with a forward air. And it worked and killed. And now look at this massive turn of momentum. Zip dropping the gyro on the Elytra, bro.
I swear a moment ago, GP, that this was looking all crêpe salée because right now, TriM is absolutely firing away.
He actually is, and he's just gone, I've had enough. Like, and these forward air and back air are so good for getting rid of blocks. Like, they get rid of like 2 walls at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good for getting through. And even like the back air as well, because of course it has that sort of landing hit as well. It can do sort of like 2 sort of blocks at the top and then do you know, also damage away at the third one, which is so nice.
Some pinball moments going on in here. The up air is not working out there. Hit the blocks, unfortunately, but hitting the block that's left there as well actually saved him. The diamond forward smash.
That's so unfortunate for crêpe salée that did have the kill, but actually it's your own block that saved TriM, sending him literally nowhere in the end.
He's dead.
Yeah, oh no, actually extremely good mash, but crêpe salée needs to make sure that this player does not come back. The anvil dropping at the very last second, but thankfully crêpe salée was back. TriM was back on stage.
Yeah, this has ended up being an extremely fast game, but as we've noticed with those walls that crêpe salée is building, they're not actually helping a great deal because TriM is able to essentially jump way over them and then go, right, well, I'm now going to throw a metal blade at you. Deal with this.
Yeah, this is what we said in the previous game. Why it's so tough because like you've got like basically 2 aerial moves which can break through the setup, but then also you can just chuck a metal blade that goes through it. Oh no, hang on.
Oh, 71% just like that.
Oh god, that looked painful.
It did. Good call out on that, and the bomb is transferred over to Mega Man there as well. There's so much going on in this game, it's really hard to commentate.
There was so much happening at any given moment because like crêpe salée is sending all the projectiles away at TriM, but TriM is also just bashing away every single one. But speaking of projectiles, there's another one. But TriM's still
somehow not killing there, but TriM's got to try and find his way back here. Tough situation. Wait, the down air goes through the up smash.
I feel like I'm learning the matchup on the fly as well. Like I feel like I had a pretty good grasp, but no,
that's gonna be it though.
That will be it.
Yeah, it looked like he did the no impact land back air out of the minecart there, and that's gonna result in a easy kill there for crêpe salée. So you know what? Let's be honest, we were singing the praises of TriM pretty much the whole way through that, but crêpe salée, you know, doing a really fantastic job.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, you know, sort of, it was looking so strong for TriM, but crêpe salée just firing back, using the tools that make Steve so strong to their full effect.
Yeah, honestly, but man, I still can't get over some of these interactions I'm seeing. Like some of the things I'm seeing TriM do is amazing. Like that, you like that man's actually his hairstyle. he's got a 0 all over. That's just, his brain is just expanded that much. Like, Jesus, dude's brain is enormous. Fair play. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this. So frankly, I want a game 5.
Yeah.
I've never thought I really want to see a game 5 with Steve. Like, I've really not thought that in a long time. But
honestly, but these two, the way they play, they are absolutely throwing it all out onto the table.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah, it's really entertaining because it's just, there's so many kind of interesting kind of interactions between both characters that makes this, such a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's absurd. It's absurd. And there's so many like, little interactions between the projectiles and the walls and stuff. Like the down air going through the up smash is absolutely wild. Like, because I saw TriM going for it, and I was like, well, why is he doing that? And then I saw it go through the up smash. I'm like, oh, okay. This is the thing that happens. Got it.
Yeah. All right. So game 3, I think both players just choosing which stage they want to. Obviously, a big sort of decision, especially for Steve mains, of course, because different sort of, you can get different materials based on where, of course, you mine on different stages. So you do your opt one to give yourself a bit more iron, do you, get yourself a bit more sort of dirt, kind of all these various other bits and bobs. But, obviously, TriM, took the loss there in that second game, but still brought it very, very close into that last hit situation. Still all to play for.
Yeah. And so we're now going to be going into game number 3, Smart. So I have to say, I can't wait to see how this next game is going to play out. It's going to be fantastic. But we're going on to Smashville here. So smaller stage than what we have been seeing beforehand. Is going to enable crêpe to mine faster. But in exchange, going to be more wooden tools than the rest. Oh, that's unfortunate. Falling out of the leaf shield for TriM means that crêpe is going to get a punish there. Oh, no, that's not what you want to see.
Thankfully, was able to just kind of stall it out long enough to just fall back to the stage, but I was for a second thinking that crêpe was going to go flying all the way to the blast zone.
Yeah, he did it again as well, so it's a bit of an odd situation that's occurring here.
Yeah, but TriM absolutely going to capitalize it. All the downer nearly connected, but thankfully, crêpe back on stage before it could do any more damage. You can see how much wood that, crêpe is collecting here. There's going to be not much iron to play for.
I'm using the leaf shield to beat the minecart. I mean, he got punished for it, but, mate.
It's kind of funny, actually, that in the previous game, 2 of the kills were actually from minecart, because Mega Man does genuinely have sort of a lot to actually deal with it fully, just to knock it away.
Yeah, I mean, it's being done very, very well by TriM here, but it's absolutely true. There are definitely options. And there's very clean use of the down air there as well. And this is going to be a real case of who's able to secure the stock first.
It's looking quite good for crêpe, but TriM still in it. Just needs that one big hit to land, like something like the back air or something. Using those pellets just to aggressively walk forward. And of course, sends it off.
Oh my days! Did you see that crêpe on the ledge? Did you see that?
So clever.
Bro, this man's brain.
Yeah, lovely stuff there from TriM. But again, it's another minecart. Like, as much as Mega Man's got the tools to deal with it, if it's being shot at you point blank, what can you do, GP?
I mean, sometimes there are no right answers, and that was one of those situations.
Hey, again, TriM starting to hold a bit of a lead. crêpe needs to find something. Does have the diamond tools, I believe. Yeah, those up tilts started. That's going to be a lot of damage.
66!
The Steve special right there.
Yeah, just a couple of up airs. Oh, and he's got to get out of this. Not going to die here. Amazing recovery there.
Yeah, I loved the little bit of stall as well. I thought it was going to sort of, come back to bite TriM. But thankfully, it was actually just a stall long enough to get past the anvil and everything. Again, another forward smash comes out, diving deep off stage to try and get that back air. But it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, crêpe just trying to fire away with that forward smash, but it's just on the wrong side for it to count.
This is a really tough situation right now, because not only does crêpe have a diamond here, he's got another one in the back. So TriM is pretty much guaranteed to be playing against diamond. Gets hit by the forward smash there. Challenges immediately with his own forward air.
And yeah, I mean, Crepsale's got to be careful though. 142. You can see TriM's fine off, but again, even there, the jabs came through. TriM, was able to get out of it. Went for the up smash. It just got shielded. There was a bit more damage, for free from Crepsale.
Now we're trying to see what is Crepsale gonna do with this extra damage. Is he gonna keep it? I assume he probably is gonna keep it for the next stock, because TriM is gonna take it there, and we're gonna immediately burn it here. And see, one thing that Mega Man doesn't seem to have, which a lot of characters do have, is a easy way to destroy the table, because destroying the table is very helpful, right? It makes it so they use resources up almost without their own choice, because it automatically respawns the table and automatically uses resources. Most characters have a nice, easy way of destroying it. Doesn't, as far as I can see, Mega Man does not.
Yes. Yeah, it has to go for something pretty committal if they want to actually get rid of it.
Oh, we've got a big deficit here. Crepsale playing carefully.
Yeah, you can see another diamond has been mined, and it is just, again, the minecart. Again, like, it's so quick. You've got the tools to deal with it, but, it's when it's being shot at you that quickly, it's just such a powerful burst option. Yeah,
it's the powered minecart, man. When you get hit, when you hit him with it, that stings. It hurts a lot to get hit by. So, you know what, Crepsale, you using it well there. I mean, TriM had very clearly scouted the high minecarts as like a recovery tool. So he started, using them more in the ground level, and it's in those situations where TriM maybe isn't quite ready for it. Trying to establish his own ground game just a bit too much.
Yeah, and I feel like, Crepsale is kind of catching on to what he needs to do in this matchup, looking a lot more comfortable now. So all onus on TriM now to find the answer. Can he do it? Can he keep this loser's bracket dream alive? He wants to move forward into that top 4, but equally, Crepsale 1 game away from moving on.
For sure. And do have to remind you, of course, that these two are the last remaining French competitors. So whoever wins here is gonna be whoever wins here is gonna have to represent their country, essentially.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate, kind of the way the bracket has played up, because it genuinely, we got the French team kill, and we got the Dutch team kill as well, and the other sort of loser set that we'll be getting to after this one.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I feel like TriM may be icing him out here. It feels very weird seeing them both sat here looking very intense, very focused, while we have this very unfocused and vibey Animal Crossing music playing on in the back.
It just, feels like elevator music, really.
I think it pretty much is. I think if you were to say Animal Crossing music is elevator music, I wouldn't disagree with you at any point.
I feel like that one especially. But here we go. Right, it is time to get tense though, as this is Crepsale's chance to move on through to get one against TriM. Of course, as we said before, this is a 2-0 record to TriM right now. This would be the first time that Crepsale has been able to, at least on record, on that we can see from the set history, be able to actually get the win. But equally, TriM, we know, has been able to bring this to last stock every single time.
Oh, and a big TNT there.
Yeah, that's so dangerous as well. Like, you place the TNT down, you can go for that down smash. It genuinely does more to your opponent than it does to you. So absolutely a great trade-off for Crepsale there.
Yeah, and not to mention that obviously you can air dodge out of it for some reason. All right, big back throw there, just gonna get the positioning. And this is a tough spot for TriM at the moment, because he needs to try and make sure he looks out for those dangerous like low powered mine carts, which have been securing so many stocks for Crepsale. And you see TriM playing around them, and eventually you're gonna run out of iron.
Yeah,
you're on Smashville. You're actually not gonna get much more iron.
Yeah, and TriM playing quite sort of aggressive here, actually. Playing very, very fast. And again, the upbeat just to get out of that entire situation, just get to the other side. It's clear that Crepsale wants some distance between them.
Oh, and that's a nice little conversion as well. And I need to point out, right, he may be mining, but He's got no tools to mine with. He's got no axe. So we're in a situation here where he got 1 iron after so long and immediately spent it, and he will get some iron back here, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna go soon, and once it goes, you're just stuck.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that actually in the previous stock as well. Like, TriM recognized that sort of crêpe salée was not really able to get to the craft table, was just mining away with bare hands. So it was actually just doing everything in his power to keep crêpe salée away from that crafting table, saying like, no, you are not going to be able to get any tools. But
yeah,
this is an opportunity here for crêpe salée just to mine right back up, you know, get all those materials back on deck, taking that stock away. But of course, TriM still holding on to a bit of a lead.
Oh, and he's got no axe again, so now this is a real big situation where TriM needs to make sure he abuses it as much as possible. There is an up tilt. Is not gonna sweet spot, unfortunately, for TriM, but this is gonna allow crêpe salée a chance to get back into things. Again, no axe on deck, which means no up tilt combos for you, Sunshine.
Yeah, and it was interesting actually that sort of crêpe salée. Oh, what?
No, he thought he grabbed. He was trying to do something really fancy and it didn't work. That sucks.
No. And that's not what you want. That's not what you want at all.
And he's trying to get... No, you can't reach here, man. Listen, calm down. There's plenty of game to play for here. Like here. Again, he's got very little iron. He's got diamond, but that will run out soon.
Exactly, especially on this stage as well. Yeah, like mining iron is just a rarity. So you're not going to be getting a whole lot of it. There we go. We are really out of that iron. You're mining a little bit more up, but TriM definitely started to play a bit more on the aggression, but you got to be careful when the diamond tools are on deck.
You certainly do, especially when there's no minecarts available, though. You can swing to your heart's content now. Go, my child. Hold down the neutral.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally, this is the opportunity here for TriM. He's got to go fully on aggression, but he's also got to be careful of that diamond. But yeah, every single time, like, a lot of these stocks have been lost to these minecarts. So while they're not kind of as, you know, in abundance, TriM absolutely needs to capitalize off it.
There is 2 bits of iron here right now. There goes one. There's one more left. There goes the other one. He's going to get another one while mining.
And you can
I'm
see
just watching the iron meter at this point. That's going to kill.
And that's going to be it.
Goodness.
I'll tell you what, I was just laughing because of how quickly crêpe salée was mining. Like, he was literally going like, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it now. And TriM just saying no, firing away with that back air. And bringing us to that game 5. Ooh.
My lord. It's like it was so hilarious. Like, literally just like, I need to get some materials like right now, please. Yeah. God help me. It was like the old Dare adverts, right? Where like a guy like drops a packet of material, shall we say, and he's just like desperately scraping to scoop it together on the floor to have enough for himself, and it's just like that. I need to just get this stuff out of the floor, like scraping the floor with his bare hand. Just needs material.
Oh dear. Right.
We've gotten my wish. We've gotten a game 5 here.
We do, and again, like it feels like it was looking like really like crêpe salée was just gonna sort of walk away with this one. Even in that previous game, like it was for so long, it was just all in his hands. But TriM just in that last few moments, just kind of getting back on his feet and remind himself, okay, like, well, this is how I need to play this matchup, and it worked out beautifully for him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is pretty much it. Yeah, he's done a fantastic job there. I mean, bear in mind, right? He took that game with like a very low percent SD as well.
Exactly. I'm gonna say, yeah, and you can see the player cams, both these players feeling quite tense. Yeah, we've got some very fitting music this time playing in the background.
Oh, yeah, this is far more serious than what we had beforehand, and I'm looking forward to this match because it's gonna be a bit more intense. But you have to wonder how the game plan is gonna change on a different stage. I'm pretty sure this is like only available on the main 3 stages, so like Battlefield, Small Battlefield, FD.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it as one of those stages, which means that the mining speed is going to be slower, but he's going to get more stone and more iron. So it's going to be a lot harder for TriM to kind of play the game plan where he kind of was pressuring crêpe salée into basically scrambling for their big tools.
Yeah.
But it does mean it'll take him longer to get diamonds. So we'll have to see what's going to occur here.
It's a big moment, honestly. Yeah, the fact that crêpe salée does have the stage choice in this final game is really, really big, and it is genuinely going to be like a key thing going into this. Like, you got to make sure you pick the right one, and equally, yeah, TriM's got to make sure that he bans the right ones too.
Yeah, I mean, we will have to see at this point. I mean, oh, it looks like they're ready to go actually. So we're going to be getting into our game number 5, Smart. I am most certainly looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. And here we go. We are on Final Destination, and we've got the Enderman here as well.
To say, the Enderman on Final Destination is an evil pick because this character blends in.
It really does. I mean, picking a costume to blend in with the stage is like a big brain play anyway. So I respect it massively.
Yeah, how TriM responds. I mean, these two are literally, they're slugging away at each other, GP.
Oh, yeah, they are not waiting around. They're like, right, let's just run at each other, and here we go. Oh, my God, that shield?
Yeah, looking real, real low. And we're starting to see these Looney Tunes-esque setups from crêpe salée, actually just using, firing down the TNT, then using an anvil just to drop it, send it a bit further. But, of course, TriM was ready for it equally.
He's taken the metal blade, but I don't think TriM's going to mind that much.
Yeah, exactly that. All right, again, starting to slow down the pace a little bit as crêpe salée recognizes that he does need some materials if he wants to actually get his strongest moves out. Gold sword on deck, of course, that does, hit a little bit quicker, but I think does a little bit less damage. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to hit it anyway.
Big grab there as you're trying to roll against the wall. You can't roll away from the wall, good sir. And the up smash pickup on the rolling. That was a huge call out. And you see him trying to use the down air to break that, but as we pointed out, he actually really struggles to break the crafting table.
It's kind of impressive because Mega Man does not have a shortage of powerful moves, but just none of them seem to be enough to take down this crafting table.
The thing is that it sits slightly in the Z-axis.
Yes, exactly.
So if you don't have a move which hits slightly in the Z-axis, you can't hit the table.
Yeah.
Like the metal blade there is purely on the X and Y axis. Does not hit the crafting table. And that's the issue with a lot of Mega Man's moves. In 99% of situations, it won't matter. In this 1%, it does. And I'll tell you what's mattering right now as well is the fact that there is a diamond tools here. This chase is huge though. But
oh my God.
He's going to cut it short here. And we're down to the last stock.
We're literally trading stocks back and forth between them. It's like we're day at the stock market. Genuinely. But oh no, you are stuck in a pillow and hard places. Not where you want to be, TriM.
Oh my days. Well, I'm not getting an opportunity to even react to what's on screen here. They are moving so quickly in this game. This is supposed to be slow characters, guys.
Oh, is that really how it ends?
No, there is no way. I would have refused to allow it to end that way.
Yeah, run her back, but thankfully, TriM hanging on, but that's still a huge amount of damage that has been placed on TriM in the triple digits. crêpe salée barely taking anything, but that's a big few hits.
He didn't get knocked out of the minecart there. TriM really trying to hold on here. Needs to be so careful. That reverse forward air connected. Oh no, that's it. That's all counts.
And that is it. crêpe salée on his feet, popping off. There we go. That is one happy kid having finally taken down TriM. Gets one against him in their set record and is now moving on to top 4. That is a elated kid, honestly.
My lord.
Not even the words.
No, bro is jumping still.
He's still going. He's very happy.
He is actually still going. He is not gonna I mean, we've turned the camera so I bet you he's still popping up back there.
I bet, but honestly, yeah, you could tell how much it meant to him.
He's still hopping about. Bro's got legs. There was one more jump. Got it.
There was one more.
Production have given us the important information there. There was one more jump before we finished. But you know what? Fantastic set. It was a great deal of fun to watch. Fantastic performance from TriM. Obviously, 5th place finish. He won't be happy with that because he's a true competitor. But that is a fantastic placement regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the fact that TriM's always up there in these top parts of the bracket, it's just, yeah. It's like so we say for all of them, like they're in the top 8 for a reason. And yeah, the fact that TriM was able to move forward into that 5th place, absolutely huge run.